EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Here's Young now to throw right away. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. This duo dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On the ready.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. About 4 catches on this drive alone. Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 36.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm on.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we set. Go.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Exiting the pocket right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Ready?
Young is going to give it to Brooks. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Throwing here on third and goal. Forced out wide.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on fourth and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They go play action now. Here's Allen. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
319.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. a tough spot here. 3rd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set, hut, set.
On play action, Young. He's got the 1st-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the 1st quarter.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's another quick 1st down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Young. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Young. He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
brings up
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Come on.
They'll run with Brooks. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal.
on for the field goal.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Davis now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
He'll manage to get to the 33. Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So now they'll throw it with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. An even 40 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now it's Allen. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
One more time going up top with Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Ready. Set.
Young to throw on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
560. Cut.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Down. Yellow. Slide through. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Carolina 1st down.
I love the call here on 3rd and inches. Everyone, when they're looking at the running back, is anticipating handing him the ball. He can get lost sometimes in the passing game and in the structure of the concept. In this case, the quarterback's able to find him open, and he's able to move the chains.
On the set.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready. Set.
To throw is Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Little play action with Young. Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
52 blue. Smith red. Set.
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Tucker's extra point, up and good. Panthers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. Allen with a throw on 1st and 10. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10.
319! 56, 56!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To the air once more is Allen. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Now a designed run. It's Allen. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. That's Palmer, the man in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
From the 2-yard line yet again. What can they do on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Josh Allen. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his second TD catch of the season.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Next to score, Panthers 17, Bills 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. On the return, here's Xavier Liga. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Justin Tucker.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Tedero McMillan was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the ready. Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now off the bootleg. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but it's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
And it's plays like this that make this guy the most valuable player in the league. Third and short, he's just going to keep it himself, put that 240-pound body to work, and he does just enough there to bring up a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Allen working from the pistol. That's into the hands of Shakir. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and a yard. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now give on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. He gets second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught at the 4. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run this one in.
The ball carried by number 4. Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st, and he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down is Young. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Terrell Bernard. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jonathan Brooks out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Finding room across midfield. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 31-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And he will get into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it to the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Timer pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Oh! And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up. Ready, ready.
Young to throw on 1st down. A throw left side caught by Sanders. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Ready. 52 blaster. 50. Set.
Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the 4th. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Red. 38. Hut.
To throw, Young. Gets this complete. It's the Bills have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Base kick taken at the 5. And he stopped at 25. Drive will begin there.
Blaster. Stay.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's the rookie first-rounder Maxwell Hairston. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Now give up the middle, And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Design run here for Allen. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third, they need 8. Here's Allen. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. We get on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
They're on the 22-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick.
Down. 10 black. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Set. Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Set.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A handoff as as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Oh, big hole left side. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A run on 1st and goal. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. That's Palmer, the man in motion. It is brought in the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6.
Trevor Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Set. Black 40. Hut, hut.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brought down by Terrell Bernard. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Bernard on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready, break. Ready, set.
Try to run for it with Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 30.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Ready, set.
They'll go again with Hubbard. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Third down and 3.
Here we go. Set. All right.
We'll try and run it with Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills, and it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.